He also walked earlier in this game. He's 1 for 3 and an RBI on a fielder's choice as well back in the third inning. First pitch to Brewer from Baltz, perfectly dotted in the strike zone, 85 miles per hour off the hand of Baltz, strike one.
He's gotten to 2 strikes. He's gotten ahead of these hitters that he's lost consistently. He's just got to finish.
The 0-1. Another good one, strike 2. We've seen Baltz, as you mentioned, get ahead of these batters. It's now just about slamming the door closed. For the 4th consecutive batter, I say, the Seagulls are down to their final strike. Will this be the time where Zane Baltz is able to end it? Bases are juiced. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, a book it. Merchants win this one 7-5 in a game that the Seagulls made close, but ultimately a game that San Francisco gifted to the Merchants.
To finish.
He readies for the 0-1, a breaking ball that he waited on and lifts out to right center. Trailing under it is the center fielder, but Esquivel dropped it, so Nahar now rounding second into third. He picked up a gear. He has a chance to go even further. They'll hold him at third, but a crucial drop from Esquivel, and then that ball squirted into the outfield all the way to the warning track, and Dominic Nahar got on his horse and ended up all the way at third base. 1-1, a big swing and a miss, and now with 2 strikes. Dangerous situation for Brady Shannon, whose 37 strikeouts leads all batters this summer in the CCL. He's put together a great season, leads the league in RBI, but also leads the league in strikeouts.
Figure that fastball up, opens up the breaking ball away. See what he does.
1-2 pitch. Giada fires, swing and a miss. Shannon's eyes got big when he saw that fastball, but found nothing but the Alameda sky. Giada escapes the jam, but the Stompers extend their lead. It's 5-0. The away team leads. Ryan Ellis, 1 for 4, had the leadoff double on the first pitch of this ball game. Crawdads weren't able to do anything with it, but now he has the bases loaded with 2 outs. Swings at the first pitch. It's looped out into left field. That's going to get down. Taylor comes in to score. Johnson comes in to score. A first pitch swing from Ryan Ellis, who gets to play the hero tonight. 2 runs come in off the single out to left field, and Will Benini left reeling. Those runs will be charged to Dom Cristinzio, but now the Merchants in a 2-run hole thanks to 1 swing of the bat from Ryan Ellis. Jackson Nystrom, it feels like we've been holding our breath every time he's come up to bat so far this game. After what he did in Canada, which, to repeat for our listeners, 4 home runs in the 4 games he played north of the border. Still 0 home runs so far in CCL play, not to mention the fact that he participated, got second in the Grand Forks International Tournament Home Run Derby. And that's why every time he comes up to the plate, you know there's a chance for some fireworks. Hasn't happened so far yet today, although he did have a very hard-hit single back in the 3rd inning, 1 for 3 on the day. Nystrom now has a 5-game hit streak in CCL play, a 7-game reached base streak in conference play this summer. And that single that he had earlier today, his first hit of the summer here at Pat Bale Field. This one smoked out to straightaway center. Running towards that 400 is the center fielder, but he has nothing to do but look up. Jackson Nystrom bombs away here in Alameda. Merchants lead 4-3, courtesy of the left fielder. We've been waiting for it all game. It's why we teed it up, and Jackson Nystrom making us look real smart here in the broadcast booth. The 2-1. Swung on, lifted out into left center. That's going to get back toward the wall. And the Hall rounds third and comes in to score. He'll tie the game. Turner rounds second. He's going to third. He's dashing, and he'll be in there safely with a triple. Cy Turner, his 8th extra base hit of the season and his 8th RBI, ties this game. Cy Turner coming up clutch, and we're all knotted up at 2 in the 5th inning. Brady Shannon playing in his 30th game this summer. He's hitting .240, leads the team in triples, leads the team in runs batted in, leads the team in homers. He's also 2nd in the CCL with those 4 home runs. He had one yesterday against the Legends. Could tie the league lead with just 1 more. The 1-1. Smashed out to right field. Backing up is Tackless. And it's gone from my mouth to the bat of Brady Shannon. A 3-run shot. And suddenly it's 8-0 Stompers. Everything is coming up Sonoma early in this one. He's given up 4 hits so far, all singles. It's that pitch. Ooh, first base umpire Ron Masso said Libby didn't go, even though it jammed him up, and it looked like he had turned a little bit, but apparently not enough to justify a strike call.
Yeah, it looked like that caught a good amount of the inside corner, too. He could have called that on the pitch, if you ask me.
This time, no doubt about it. Strike 3, Logan Stelling gets him with the backwards K, and Libby will hike back to the dugout. The 2-1 splinter, and it gets past the second baseman Ramirez, who is playing up. That'll score Nahar. An RBI single for Jace Jeremiah. The Merchants' leader in RBI tacks on another. He's been so clutch in late game situations all summer long. None more important than this one to keep this game and really this season afloat for the Merchants. Still in the thick of a playoff hunt. They take the lead for the first time here in the 8th inning. The Seagulls are flabbergasted at the way this game has came away from them. It's Jeremiah on second, Sights on first after that RBI single cracked into center field. Oh, this one into left center. Sights rounds third. Jeremiah's coming home. There'll be no play at the plate. Alameda walks it off for an opening day victory. The Merchants. A wild ride in the 8th and 9th inning. But Ben Ryland sends one into the gap into left center.
This game
and Alameda wins it 5-4 and moves to 1-0 on the young season. Big opportunity with a 1-2 count against Brewer. 1 out. Baltz kicks and fires that one. Chopped softly and just took an absolutely rancid hop over the glove of Giovanetti. It'll score another. And Brewer is in safely. I mean, that's as bad of a bounce as I've seen, Kyle. Just was smooth all the way, and then right as it hit the lip between the grass and the dirt, just took a really unfriendly bounce. This 4 scoreless would certainly help to lower the CCL ERA as Nystrom taps one over. It backs up the shortstop, and another nice play from the left side of the infield. This time, Victorian gets in on the fun, had to range over to his right, backhand it, and throw it off his back foot. That's some pure athleticism by the shortstop. Legends looking for base runners, although they've had some troubles with clutch hitting already today. 8 stranded through 5 innings. In a 1-run game certainly looms large, and Gamboa dots the strike zone, gets him looking. A 1-2-3 inning out of the bullpen for A.J. Gamboa to keep the score padlocked at 4-3. We head to the home half of the 6th, where the Merchants will look to tack on a few insurance runs before the top of the 7th. Don't go anywhere.
Looking for Orlinski to keep that ball out of the dirt.
Gets his signal from the catcher. Bollinger does go, but the pitch is lifted out into shallow right. I think that's going to get down. It will indeed. Gibbs finally over to the play. Took a while for him to collect it. Might have had a chance for 2 runs. Instead, they'll hold Bollinger at third, but the Merchants inch closer, make it 5-4 on a single, a 2-out single for Mateo Mendoza. Jeremiah has a good batter's eye at the plate, a 1-to-1 walk-to-strikeout ratio this past year for St. John's University, and that's pretty rare in collegiate baseball. Most players across the country are striking out far more than they're reaching courtesy of a walk. Large reason why he had such a high 423 on-base percentage. Now the payoff pitch from Delgadillo. Tapped toward the shortstop Hodges. He scoops and sends it over to the first baseman for the 2nd out of the inning, making it look easy. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and now Eric Diaz and the Merchants are just 1 strike away, but bases loaded, 2 balls, 2 strikes. McCann Libby stepped out, took a few practice swings, re-enters the batter's box. Righty versus righty matchup. Diaz kicks and delivers. Strike 3. Book it. Alameda wins 4-3, and Eric Diaz slams the door on Sonoma's comeback effort. Full air horn gave up those 2 singles with 2 outs back in the first inning, but was able to hold the Blues scoreless. 1-1, swung on and lifted over the head of the third baseman Giovanetti. It just perfectly drops into left field for a leadoff single. Andrew Raymond gets aboard. You could not have placed that one more perfectly, launch angle and everything, for a bloop single to get into first base. I've already seen a handful of bloop singles in this ball game. One in the top of the inning by Aiden Tackless, and now one to the other side of the field for Andrew Raymond. And it brings up Diego Murillo, who also had a hit in yesterday's ballgame, was 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. It ended his streak of 4 consecutive multi-hit games, but he's continued to just be hot at the plate. 12 of his last 20 is Diego Murillo, and he swings at the first pitch, sends it out into right center. That's going to get down. Going back to the warning track is the right fielder, Tackless. He collects it. 1 run is coming around. Raymond coming in to score. It's a triple. An RBI triple for Diego Murillo, scores 1, and the Blues take an early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. All tied at 0. We enter the third inning here at Pat Bale Field, and thus far in the battle of bitter v. hitter, it's been all bitter so far.
I like that.
He's got 4 strikeouts through 2 with Hirayama, DeFazio, and Ellis, the leadoff hitter, due up here in the third inning. We saw Hunter Hirayama make his summer debut yesterday as a pinch hitter, went 0 for 1. Had some nice plays in the field at second base where he's playing today. Hirayama, St. Mary's, only 3 at-bats this past year after not playing in 2024, so chance for some live at-bats, first time in a while. Takes the first pitch, breaking ball, another first pitch, strike 4 bitter. And, you know, Kyle, I love talking about summer league teams and fun names. Summer 2022, played with the Portland Pickles. 14 at-bats with the Pickles.
You got to it before I could. I was right behind you, Ethan.
Another strike from Bitter, who just continues to throw hard and throw accurately. 0-2 spiked into the dirt, blocked by Winchell.
It's worth noting, Bitter still in the transfer portal. We've talked a few times about how important this summer is for a lot of these players. It's an audition for, you know, maybe you want to go up a division or you're looking for a school. And so it takes on all of these at-bats, all of these innings take on a lot of importance. And you got to believe that Bitter has really improved his stock.
1-2 pitch. Froze Hirayama, strike 3 looking, number 5 on the day for Jaden Bitter, who continues to roll along in this ballgame.
You should note, he really struggled this spring at Ball State, a 10 ERA in 18 innings, which is almost unfathomable. I think we take for granted that Bitter can look like this, but he has really turned it up this summer, entered today with 38 strikeouts in just 27 2/3 innings, and as you mentioned, he's got 5 already today.
Brings up Nico DeFazio, another first pitch strike, like clockwork at this point. And you mentioned him still being in the transfer portal. Down and slow, I got to talk with Dan Mills, who was talking about the college scouting and the recruitment process for the summer. And I was asking him as DeFazio taps one foul. So once again, Bitter's ahead. I was asking him, have there been college scouts at Pat Bale Field? And he was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, there's been college scouts at Pat Bale Field. So you never know who's in attendance today watching Jaden Bitter or even watching our broadcast. I hope they're tuned in after the fact to the Synergy cameras that have a better angle on what Bitter's actually been doing. But have to imagine Bitter's raised his stock this summer. Now the 0-2 pitch, another foul ball. DeFazio stays alive. Feels like every at-bat, Bitter's been getting ahead with first pitch strikes and then either 0-2 or 1-2 counts.
He's just really not giving in to guys with 2 strikes. Very few fastballs with 2 strikes. So you're seeing a lot of those swings out in front. Really sets him up for the fastball here if he wants to use it.
He'll try the 0-2 once again. Kicks and delivers.
It is.
Strike 3, this time swinging. First time through the order for Jaden Bitter. 6 strikeouts, 2 groundouts, and a double. He's been sharp on the mound. With that strikeout, he ties for the CCL league lead with A.J. Crodell of Santa Barbara.
Designated hitter number
With
2,
one more,
Ryan Ellis.
he'll be alone atop those standings. Kind of unfathomable that this guy wasn't an all-star, Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's too bitter, if you will, about it.
See
Not
what
with
you
the way
did
he's
there.
performing today.
I think it was certainly an oversight by the all-star choosing committee. The rare first pitch ball from Bitter to Ellis, the one guy who's been able to get a hold of him so far, took the first pitch of this ball game out to right center for a double.
Well, and that's the first pitch ball, the second time through the lineup for Bitter. That's how good he's been.
He's retired 8 in a row since facing Ellis in the top of the first. Gets right back to form with a strike to even the count at 1-1. And so far, other than Bitter and Brendan O'Sullivan, most of the Merchants fielders have just kind of had to stand there twiddling their thumbs, watching all these strikeouts. 1-1. Veers inside.
You saw a 12 strikeout performance from Ryan Featherston, I believe, out in San Luis Obispo. How does what you're seeing from Bitter compare to that?
It's similar, and if TC Fairfield is willing to let Bitter go, he could see something in the double digits in that strikeout total today. Is now the 2-1. Tapped over to O'Sullivan, the second baseman, who throws over for the third out of the inning. Another 1-2-3 for Jaden Bitter, who is rocking and rolling on the mound for the Merchants. We'll head to the bottom of the third.